Yo, it's your boy DJ Filthy Rich.
Yo, it's your boy DJ Big X.
And I am Shalee.
She is Shalee. We back, man. It's the We Outside Show. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow us on all platforms at the We Outside Show. What's good with y'all, man? What's going on?
Oh, man, we're here. It's our new week.
I know. I'm feeling good today, man. It's a lot of laughs going on behind the scenes. Good vibes only.
Yes.
So, Shalee, I heard you had a crazy weekend.
I was
Eventful.
at Boosie's house for 2 days.
The hell you was doing
Boosie
that?
house
Boosie
be off the chain.
I left and came back.
Yeah, because it sounded like you stayed.
2 days, so you didn't stay, so you left and came.
It was a lot of drinking, a lot of shit going on.
What was it? It was his birthday?
Yes. So his birthday was on Tuesday, but we came in on Monday, midnight, and then he had the karaoke event on the second night.
That had to be big to have a 2-day event birthday party.
Yes.
Back-to-back days, too.
Yes.
Oh, so it was a karaoke. That's why he did the Jodeci thing?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought he was just
what
doing
he
it.
did. It was Jodeci.
Yeah,
okay,
he was
okay.
Jodeci.
He was all of Jodeci?
Him and some other.
You didn't see it?
He had a group.
clip.
They had a group.
Yeah. I only saw him singing, though, but the other guys, they was doing it, too?
Yes.
That's hilarious. Did you get in it?
Oh, man, I did sing.
Who'd you do?
Monica's So Gone.
What?
Yeah.
Give us a little piece of that.
Not me.
You a singer. Now, Shalee can sing for real, though.
It's
I really can't.
vocals.
I'm a vocalist, my bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Just give us a little piece of the So Gone then. Put you
I
on the spot.
Hung over.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
2 days is rough.
2 days is a lot.
Wait, okay, wait,
At
you
Boosie's house?
The first day you went at midnight, it started at midnight?
Yeah.
So how does this timetable go? You go at midnight, you get lit. What time do you leave?
Were you already drinking before you got there?
No.
You can't.
Or you started
I-
when you got there?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So drank too much. I ain't gonna drink like that no more.
So nothing's like starting late drinking. You know what I'm saying? Because when you start late, you feel like you got to catch up.
And you drunk the whole. No, it was just the shots just kept going. The bottles just kept going. It just
Yeah, because
don't
I seen
stop.
him making some kind of punch.
that was the karaoke night. He had made some Boosie juice. He had like 3 different flavors.
Yeah, he got his own liquor. I think he still got. I had Boosie juice.
I didn't try it. I
What
did
you-
not.
what you was
didn't
drinking?
Tequila.
Always.
I'm gonna do something that's gonna make me the least hungover.
So you didn't try the authentic Boosie juice?
I didn't.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah, I think so.
And you tell her, where the girls at that drink that?
Oh wow, they probably
gotta go
if she
to the
hungover. You already know what they
Upper
like.
room.
Yeah.
Going upstairs.
Wow.
Y'all got to sign an NDA for them type
No.
of parties? That's cool.
Boosie be,
cool.
I guess if you just get the address, you just get the address. Because it's not like he puts his address. I don't even know.
So it wasn't a private party.
It was, but it wasn't like, it's like, I guess if you just have his address.
Yo, that's the thing that Boosie trips me out about that and Rick Ross. Like, I don't want nobody knowing where I live at, and I ain't got nowhere near the money they got. But I'm already like, I don't want nobody to know where I live at.
But he seems pretty respected. Like when people go there, they talk highly of him. So,
but
I mean, it was his birthday too.
But you would think being a celebrity, you always think like, yeah, somebody gonna come back.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I just don't trust niggas, bro.
I wouldn't do it, but shoot, everybody different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would be a cruel kind of life if you could never have a party at your house. Or get together at your house. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I know niggas. I don't know, bro. I just know too many terrible people.
So just imagine if you lived in a house and you couldn't have a cookout. You just couldn't invite a bunch of people over to.
It got to be people you know, though. But
Well, I'm pretty sure he feel like all the people he invited, he know.
did he know you? Nope. See, that could have been my girl. I could have set him up. See what I'm saying? Like, my brain just worked like that just because you see it happen a lot.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
I mean, and we living in that kind of times right now too. Where,
Yeah.
People try crazy stuff like that. So
And it's that time of year. You heard about, well, maybe you didn't hear about this. So this was in, I want to say Virginia, D.C. There was a Ride Wave concert, and they came and stole like 30 cars from the concert while people was inside.
nah,
Yeah, bro. Like 30 cars got hit at the concert.
sound like
Well,
Atlanta.
you gonna get some money back.
It sound like Atlanta, right?
Yeah, but you gonna get some money back.
Yeah, but damn, I would, money ain't everything. Sometimes, what if you had something in the car that, you know?
Yeah.
What is something that was in there that was so valuable and irreplaceable?
No, that is true.
Yeah. I just don't trust nobody, bro. It's that time of
and
year,
then a lot
too.
of times when them people get their guns, stolen out the car, you always worry about if somebody gonna go kill somebody, rob somebody with your gun. You know what I'm saying?
That ever happen to you?
Nah.
That happened to me.
Really?
Somebody
like-
stole your gun out the car?
Like 2 years ago, somebody stole my gun out the car, and then a year later, I got a call from the police station in Philly, and they was like, yeah, we found your gun, because I reported it stolen. I'm glad I did. I reported it, so they was like, all right, we have it on file that it wasn't you, but somebody used your gun in a robbery, and we got it. I'm like, damn, okay. I was like, did anybody get killed? They were like, nah, they shot it at somebody, but
I
nobody got
bought a
killed.
stolen gun.
I'm like, well, can I get my gun back? Just
So did they give you your gun back?
No, I didn't get my gun back.
Why not?
They
If
said
it was
they had
registered
use
to you.
It was evidence. And then they said I would have to wait for court, and then I just never heard nothing again.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So a lesson to y'all: if you get your gun stolen, report that shit stolen, because if somebody do something with yours, it's yours. It's yours.
So was it a lot of girls at the party?
It was a big mixture of a lot of different people. The first night, it wasn't like too many people that was like, I guess, well known. I guess you could say there's people in there that do something. You know what I'm saying? I am not here to do that. But I know the second night for the karaoke night, It's Just Brittany was there. Johnny Blaze was there. That Boy Funny. I know his manager was there. It was quite a few people, like a lot of different people in there. So a lot of influencers.
Do Atlanta have a A-list, C-list, D-list, B-list?
Who's the A-list celebrity right now?
I mean, T.I.
You think he's A-list?
I mean, for Atlanta, you would think, like, you know, when you go as your list of priority celebrities.
When you
in
say for Atlanta, you mean from Atlanta? Because everybody live
No.
here.
I'm just saying, no. Atlanta has their own. You know, Atlanta is its own thing.
Hollywood, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, do Atlanta have its own tier of A-list, B-list, C-list?
So I'll say Lil Baby, A-list,
yeah,
right?
A-list. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When you talk about just say if you own the club, you would
I'm thinking Drake A-list. I think.
I think he's saying from. Are you saying from
no,
Atlanta?
no, people
from
that
Atlanta.
You know Atlanta, people that's in Atlanta that live in
Oh,
Atlanta.
in
you
Atlanta,
know,
yeah, there's a bunch of.
Oh.
Like we know Drake, if he comes to the city, yeah, he's A-list. You know,
Yeah.
he's gonna. You know, but I'm saying like Atlanteans, people that live in Atlanta. Do we have a A-list, B-list, C-list type of celebrity thing going on?
I think we do. I think everybody does.
Yeah.
But we don't really classify. Like you would never go, well, yeah, he's a C-list celebrity. Or
No.
Yeah, that's why I said, what is that?
I think them reality show niggas is like C-list.
Stop it. No.
Yeah.
No, Scrap is not a C-list.
He's not a reality show. He was Lil Scrappy first, and then he was on reality. I'm talking about like Love and Hip Hop. It'd be people that be like, I never heard of these motherfuckers.
I mean,
or like the
because-
Real Housewives ladies, they don't do shit. I ain't never heard of them. They,
Okay, so I got a
they're
question.
C-list.
I got a question, though.
But Atlanta, but on the level of what Atlanta is, you can't say they C-list. No.
well, who's C-list then if reality?
Atlanta housewives will have to be between an A and a B.
What about the people on Love and Hip Hop that you never heard of before? Like they be like new. They be like, oh, this is such and such, and they work
Like that. I mean, you can't even even if you had to put Erica Banks in what's my man on there? Chaotic. You would still go like maybe
Not
BC,
not A,
BC,
not A.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You said C.
Because they've had some success.
Name a Chaotic song.
Chaotic had a couple records that
Name
was
one.
hot.
Not him putting you
See,
on the spot
nigga.
like that. Ooh.
Oh, I ain't gonna say. I mean, but
I can name a Scrappy song. That's A.
you can name an Erica Banks song,
B.
That's it.
right?
Yeah. No, Erica Banks is popping though.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So when I say that, the level of and the tier, like you know, when you go to Hollywood, you go they say, oh, he's an A-list.
Nah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so here Hollywood though was tricky because see, this is why Atlanta's weird to me. A-list, you could tell in Hollywood because TMZ and the paparazzi be like
They pop up, yeah.
They don't do that here. You don't see nobody be like pop, 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 pop out here.
But But would you want that in Atlanta?
No, not at all.
So let's not talk that up.
Yeah, true. I mean, I think we Black Hollywood, we got our own bubble because everybody famous somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do have a question though. It's kind of off topic, but kind of on topic. Okay, you know how Chrisean Rock, she's got millions and millions of followers.
Right.
And she was at the event with Tamar.
Right.
And then she facing charges and, a lot of stuff went down.
She found out what level she was on at that party.
But
Yeah,
at
she
the same
found out
time,
what
but that's
tier she
no,
was.
but and it's different because it's like she's more relevant right now than Tamar, but Tamar is more talented. And known for her artistry versus Chrisean Rock is known for like unfortunate events taking place. No, is she not?
Right.
It's really all a
She had an unfortunate
But-
event.
But I would
It's
say,
a tough
but I would
look.
say, but I would
Yeah.
say, the girl Chrisean, right? Am I saying that right? Mm-hmm. She's an aspiring talent. Tamar is an established talent, totally different. if that young girl was to go and book her own shows, nobody, she couldn't sell it. I don't think, even with having, I think she got millions of followers on her page.
It's not for music.
But I don't think she would sell out in a venue for her talent. Tamar is selling out venues based off of her talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that they're equal. I'm just saying
that's the difference.
For numbers wise, because everybody looks at numbers versus what's
good point.
really. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Chrisean probably has way more followers than followers.
But I mean,
but not fans.
But let's be realistic. Even when you talk about and it's bringing it. What's the little girl Cora LeRae? She had a bunch of followers. City Girls, bunch of followers, but none of that resulted into sales or the level of streams that even the labels thought they should have received.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So having followers on Instagram, like I say, I feel like when you had that level of success in with having that type of streams and followers and that inside of that app, you the shit.
Yep.
Inside of that app, you the shit.
But now, it don't translate.
In reality, that's a totally different ball game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some things that we can segue into. So we got some things to talk about. We're going to pay some bills. We're going to play some music. We'll be right back. This is the We Outside Show.
Hey, man, you already know what time it is. Your boy, Mr. DC Young Fly, man. You know what's happening, man. Shout out to the Roach Motel, man. It ain't a real motel unless you got Roach, yeah.
Be a roach. Ain't nothing to be ashamed of. I'm a roach. My daddy was a roach. I think. What's up, you roach-ass roach? What you got?
You got some pocket check, punk.
Yeah. Hey, let me go, man.
Ankle lock. It's not working. He out of the ankle lock.
It go R-O-A. What? Who the fuck? Turn that fucking shit off. I don't want to hear no damn Romeo the Roach. Turn that pussy ass shit off before we shoot this bitch up.
Welcome to the Roach Motel. Yes, sir. You know what it is. Your boy DJ Filthy Rich.
Yeah, it's your boy DJ Big X.
And I am Shali.
She's so cool with it. We back, man. It's the We Outside Show. So we were talking about numbers, followers versus fans before the break. So, somebody might have a lot of followers on social media, but that doesn't translate to fans. It doesn't translate into album sales. It doesn't translate into hard ticket sales, which is hard to do. That doesn't mean people are following you. That just means they just following you. They're just watching. It doesn't mean it's going to relate to sales.
Have attention.
Exactly. So Meek and Ross just dropped this album, and Meek made a tweet saying that they only moved 35,000 units.
First week.
And he was upset about that.
Right.
But my thing is they're independent now. This is not through a major label, so that
is it really independent? Like
they had a major they had the major label run as far as promotion. They did all the radio stations. They was on TNT with Shaq and all that.
I get all that, but is the record really independent?
So they went through Gamma distribution through a company called Gamma.
Okay, then I have to do my background. I never heard of it.
No, I'm telling you. So they did it, and they own 100% of it. That's what he's saying. They own 100% of it.
Right.
So they're saying this really is independent.
So even at 35,000, and this is the other part of it. This is why I wanted to go. I really want to talk about it because when you think about 35,000 units, right? Who's buying records? Who's buying?
That's what I'm saying. Like on iTunes, you pay $5.
But who's buying it? Like when I can buy
Stream
a whole
it.
record store for $9.95 or $10.99. Like who's buying records and where are you buying them from?
iTunes. And the only reason I know because somebody put it. They was like, I paid $4.99 for this.
Everything is based off of just sales on iTunes, but I do know Amazon sell as well physical copies as well. But who's buying physical copies and what are you playing them on?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just confused.
You got a CD player?
No.
You got a CD player?
You got a CD player?
No.
You got a record player?
Yeah, we DJs, yeah.
But are you playing it in your car?
Yes. Not on the record. Not on the record. So, yeah, exactly. That's a good question.
I mean, my point I'm saying, like, if you're buying it, and then I know everybody don't have CD players in their house. Everybody's kind of converted over to this whole Bluetooth streaming wave. So when you really talk about 35,000 units sold, that's kind of big if you actually selling units.
I agree. Is that what that means?
So if the City Girls sold 25,000,
they sold 9,000.
9?
9.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 9.
But I mean, again, like I said, who's buying anything physical?
So you're saying because they sold 35,000 physicals, that's a good thing in this climate?
In this climate where you can go and purchase streaming for $9.95, $10.99, and you can actually go and sell a physical copy,
But is
won.
But is that what that means? That's been my question.
I'm hoping that's what that means, because I'm saying if you moving 35,000 copies of an album in this arena right now, that's cool for me.
Yeah, especially
because
if
nobody to me, even, and I'm around a lot of people in the music business, I don't know anybody with a CD player.
Me neither. But okay, so that's my question. When Academic says, okay, such and such sold this many units the first week, what does that mean? Are they adding certain amount of streams ends up as a sale, or is it physical copies?
But then that goes back to the whole thing, what is a stream worth?
Oh, we'll never know.
I just think that they just need to change the business model of music, period. It's old, it's outdated. It's how do we even...
But then also we could talk about how the new change that Spotify just made.
Right.
Yeah.
So Spotify is going to fine and penalize people who have, if more than 90% of their streams are fake, then they're going to fine you and penalize you.
But they also they got a new format where they're going to like a format like how YouTube is, like where you have to have a certain amount of 1,000 streaming hours and that kind of thing, that kind of format they have. Yep. I think you got to have 1,000 streams before you actually start getting paid now.
And they say it resets every year, so you can't carry it over.
Right. So now it's like, just imagine how many artists that was just putting stuff up on Spotify to build a catalog. Yep. So what happens with that stuff that don't even have over 1,000 streams?
Now here's the thing too. You know what's so gangster about that?
What?
So let's say, all right, you're an artist, right? Let's say you put your joint out and you get like 900 streams. So you don't get the money from the streams. Where does the money go?
To them, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I find. That's why I said the business model, they're never going to put you in position to be ahead of them. Never. I understand that. Cool. But $1,000 to get, I mean, I know there was some metrics where Tidal pays the most for the amount of streams. So I just think that it's a bad business model, because it's like, but at the same time, everybody knows whatever you're doing is going to be a risk.
They just keep moving the goalposts. It's like once we figure out something, they're like, nope.
But I just think they're doing it as they go. I think even the music industry is, because streaming and everything is so new and it's a whole new territory. I just think is they just doing it as they go. You know, like they learning as they go too. So they're setting up different models and different, you know, platforms and things as they go. Because you got to think is nobody in this room ever had music as fast as the way that we're getting it now. You actually, in the palm of your hand, you have a whole record store.
Yes, a bunch of them. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I have the ability in my phone right now to listen to every genre of music that I want to listen to, whether I like it or not. I have access to it. Before, you didn't have that type of access. Yep. Before, you only listened to the type of music that you could afford. You know what I'm saying? If you like rap music, that's all you listen to. If you listen to country music, if you listen to jazz music, if it was anything outside of the genre that you actually like, you didn't get a chance to listen to it. But I did want to talk about this other thing that somebody sent me, that Metro Boomin moved 99,000 units in a week.
For real?
And he debuted at number 1.
Just now?
No, this is when his album came out. They No Heroes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That Not All Heroes album.
Yep.
He did 99,000.
99,000.
Yeah.
And went number 1.
And
we said Meek and Ross did how many?
35.
That's not far off though.
It ain't far, but it's like almost 60,000 off.
Yeah, but he was major. Right?
So was Ross. So was Meek, and you got two combining
and
people.
Yeah.
You got that's two combining entities.
So was that a flop?
I mean, I wouldn't call it a flop. I mean, I would go to move them type of units in this kind of climate, like you said before, is kind of good. You know what I mean? Because who's selling units? What are you selling it for?
Yeah.
What format are you playing it on? If you're not selling it, if you're selling units, right? That means you have to be selling CDs, cassettes, or LPs.
Or you download it on your phone and pay for it.
And that's the only thing I'm saying.
Which is strange to me. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Why would I pay $5 or $10 for this thing on my phone when it's already on my phone?
For
free, because I'm already paying for it with my subscription service.
And you're not even counting the people that don't even pay for the streaming service that already have accounts that listen for free.
Yeah, there's definitely some niggas on my account that that don't.
But just think about the accounts of people that have Spotify accounts that don't pay for the $10.99 or the $9.99. They just have an account where they listen to the commercials.
Oh, the free joint. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So, and that's the other thing you got to ask yourself. Even are those streams being counted?
All right, so let me ask you this then. Do you think the days of getting rich off music is over?
Nah, because I think if you actually could get a good record, I think the streaming, it adds up. Like when I look at the type of money that 21 Savage, 2 Chainz, and a lot of these Lil Baby, that's money. Mm-hmm. That still give me hope that you can get out here if you can have your good run. When you look at Future, Future had a 10, 15-year run.
Yeah, he's still having it, to be honest.
And so just imagine the type of money he's made over 10, 15 years.
But I'm saying starting now. Like look at the guys that you're saying. Chain's been out, Future been out. Who else did you say? You said Lil Baby. Lil Baby's been out.
He about 5, 6 years.
So I'm saying like an artist starting now. I kind of feel sorry for them because I don't know how they navigate.
Well, it's kind of oversaturated right now. And even when Lil Baby came, it was still kind of oversaturated. But now you got to think about, even when they talk about streaming from a level of how many records go up a week.
Yes.
You talk about 300,000 to 400,000 records a week.
Right.
Yeah, but then I think that's because I watched the podcast Open Thoughts with Funny Marco, and Chris Brown was on there. And he Funny Marco asked Chris Brown, what advice would you give to like a new artist right now? And he was like, I wouldn't even know what to tell him.
See what I'm saying?
Like he literally said that. And that's why I feel like people were always pointing like, oh, this is wrong, wrong, wrong. But at the same time, it's just like there's something where we're all missing the mark somewhere. Because at the end of the day, I don't think it's necessarily oversaturated because it's just like, it just became accessible. So at the end of the day, it's just like, how are we going to get artists to like that next levels where people take them seriously instead of just being an influencer /this to become an artist.
But I think artists have to really start to look at themselves as a business and start marketing and promoting themselves.
But I'm saying if I don't think they're not looking at themselves like a business. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't.
Any business has to be marketed. Any business has to be promoted. Most artists don't even know where to start. You see what I'm saying? So
outside of just uploading their music,
and that's part of the problem. Is like I asked somebody the other day. I said, if you put a record out today, right? If you say Shalewa, you put out a record today. Let's say your record coming out Friday, right? How do I find it?
You got to promote it. You got to market it.
How do I find it? It comes out. Your record is coming out Friday. How do I find your record?
Is this rhetorical?
No. You keep saying market it, but I'm saying like, what are you doing? How are you marketing it?
How do you find new music?
Man, I think what makes me find a new artist, I don't know. Like right now, I'm listening to Friday. I like him a lot. He has more of like a gospel sound. He kind of remind me of Vori.
Yeah, Friday's hard.
But he definitely I like that energy because it's something new to my ear. Like I'm so used to hearing the same sound.
He's on Chris Brown album.
Yeah, and that's what made me how I discovered Friday, and that's what made me. I listened to 11:11, and then I went and heard Friday, and I was like,
I recently got turned on to him too.
Yeah, no, he I like him.
He did the God Did hook. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So
are you sure?
But let me go back to my point.
No, that wasn't
okay.
Let me get back to my point. My point. The reason why I asked you like, how do I find you? most artists don't even realize the only way I really can find you, I have to search for you.
Yeah, you have to type you in.
I gotta type your name. And why should I type your name? What is bringing me to the point to where I feel the need to search for your record?
You know I know the answer to that, right?
Yeah, elaborate.
They always forget it. It's the DJs. You got to get relationships with the DJs, get your song played with the DJs so when people hear it in the club, they hear it on the radio somewhere, they hear it in a mix show somewhere. So you're outside of the phone.
But how does the artist know if you say it's oversaturated? And I feel like there's a lot of people who just getting in the game, they don't know what they're doing. The record still got to be good.
Oh, that's first and foremost.
The record
that goes without saying, though.
The record has to be
So when we
great.
talk about, that's why I said when people say oversaturated, I think we're talking about music that isn't good.
But there's still too many artists. How many artists do you know?
Shit, I mean, there's too many to name.
Right.
That's my point.
And it's like when you go...
There's more artists than fans.
But listen, this is what I'm saying. A few years ago, we used to go like, okay, there's a lot of artists, but who's hot? And we could go, this guy, that guy. It's so many artists now, I can ask you that right now. You couldn't tell me who's hot.
Okay, now I understand the context of what you mean by oversaturated.
Yeah,
you see
it's
what I'm
just
saying?
too much to weed through.
Yeah, it's not that they're not great. It ain't that you got some good music in the oversaturated artists. It's just too many.
Yeah. I think artists should shoot for just it being something that they can live doing. Like Currency, I know he's not like a mainstream artist, but he can live off making music. You know, he could do those type of things. I think that's more realistic for an artist in this day and age versus thinking that they're gonna be the next Lil Baby.
And then you gotta ask
the next Drake.
And then you have to ask then an artist have to ask themselves this: okay, if it's 400,000 records that's coming out, right? Everybody got the same beat. Everybody using the same drum sounds. Everybody using the same producers.
Talk about the same thing.
Everybody talking about the same thing. What makes you stand out as an artist?
To me, like I said, I don't even know if artists exist. The ones that I feel like people stand out or know for, they don't just do music. They're influencers. They do something else to where it brought them that type of success. Like I said with Chrisean. Not saying Chrisean, like her record, I don't, she makes music. But when I just see how she markets herself, it's like I want to know how well she's doing artist wise versus Chrisean Rock, and the answer.
Well, I'm pretty sure with her with it being all digital now, she's doing pretty good streaming. Even the little girl that's Blueface girlfriend.
Yeah, but
she has the Barbie record,
yeah,
and it's doing well. You get what I'm saying?
It's a shame. Sad.
It's not necessarily a shame because it's like you can't be mad at people wanting to be entertained.
Yes, I can.
The most valuable.
But this is what I'm saying. It's entertaining, but at some point it takes away from the people that actually really have talent. You get what I'm saying?
I don't disagree with you, but I feel like getting people again to care. It's so hard in this day and age.
People care about talent. You can't say people don't care about talent.
I'm not saying that people don't care about talent, but it's like you got to get them to care about your talent, if that makes sense. It's not that people you can.
It's the same thing. Like when I set out and I said this in the beginning. What sets you aside? Is it your talent? Is it your look? Is it what you bring into the table?
Now it has to be everything, though.
What are you bringing to the table that's setting you out there, making you be different?
You got to be a character now.
What is making me a guy who's listened to hip hop since it began? What is gonna make me go? Let me type his name in and see what he sounds like today. He got a new record coming out.
Mm-hmm. Word of mouth.
You see what I'm saying? So if I ain't heard you in the club or somebody turn me on to you or say, hey man, you got the 5 record, let me go check that out. I'm not just going to Spotify because when I turn on Spotify, I don't see you.
Or you already turned on to listen to what you already was looking for.
Most artists don't even understand that you're not even on none of the front page playlists. So now I know I got to search for you.
Yeah.
Just being truthful.
No, we all know that. You got to build it. You got to build it at some point. But I'm just saying in the sense, how does an artist
But how do you build it?
But that's my question. If Cardi B had all this, you know what I'm saying? She had so much success from her first album. A lot of people, Meek Mill, they still playing Dreams and Nightmares still in the club till this day. And this is what I'm trying to understand. There's established artists that can't even do what you're saying do. I think that's the full circle that I'm trying to get at. Because there's established artists.
You know why?
Why?
Because they've had duplicated artists come out after each one of those artists that you mentioned.
That's exactly what it is. There's just a lack of originality. Like you said, you like Friday. You like Friday because Friday don't really sound like nobody.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's part of it.
I said he sound kind of like, remind me of
Vori a little bit. But Vori's dope too, but it's not a bunch of Voris. And Vori's not even lit like crazy.
But it's not about who did it first. It's about who did it best. Because at the end of the day with Drake, wait. No.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
No, that's the problem. That's the problem, man. Y'all have gotten so used to biting and people. That shit has become a part of the culture. When I grew up,
not that.
You couldn't bite what somebody else sounded like.
But you have to understand.
It ain't about who does it best.
No, it is about who does it best. Because if you
shouldn't be even copying who somebody else.
No, you should always strive to be the best, regardless. Because
you
at
should
the end of the day,
do
because you have to mentor after somebody. You have to. We had this conversation off the camera. You said everybody's technically a follower.
They are.
So come on now.
They are technically a follower, but at the same time, you got to be. But you got to have your originality to it too.
But here's
like, okay, let's say. I give you a prime example. Let me
Okay.
speak. I give you a prime example. Andre 3000. First thing you think about from my school when we seen Andre, oh man, he trying to be like George Clinton with the crazy outfits and all that shit. That was the first thing popped up in our heads. Oh, it's like the old funkadelic shit. You get what I'm saying?
The reason I disagree.
But he put his own twist to it, and that's what made it the Andre thing. And that's what made people gravitate to it being Andre 3000. None of these kids now are coming out with any type of identity. Everybody is little this, young that, the baby this, the little baby. No, where's the originality?
Here's why I disagree. Because Lil Baby got his flow from Gunna. Gunna taught him how to rap. So I'm going to go there. Then let's talk about like Mary J. Blige. Most of her songs are covers. A lot of the people back in the day, these are samples. These
no, they wasn't covers. They were samples, but they wasn't covers. She did one or two covers. She did Sweet Thing.
But he knows what I'm trying to say. This is what I hate. He be knowing what I'm trying to say, but he be trying to make it seem like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm saying in a sense, it's because the same recipe has been made so many times, we don't want it no more. It's kind of like when you a kid, you'll fuck some ramen noodles up. By the time you're an adult, you don't want that. Except once in a blue moon, you might be cool with eating the ramen noodles. That's how I feel about it. Because I really want to know. Most of these people, most of these songs, you wait 10 years, then you sample the record. You get what I'm saying? And then they've been repeating the same.
But now these niggas ain't waiting 10 years.
But that's also another. But then at the same time, also most people they will say you're not hungry if you like the baby. He'll do a bunch of cover songs of songs that are hot right now to keep that buzz to show people that he's hungry because he was he had the success, it declined, and he's trying to keep that relevancy. And at the end of the day, it's once you get to the top.
DJs never looked at it.
Can I finish my thought?
I'm sorry.
Once you get to the top, you have to figure out a way to maintain it. I think the hardest thing about anything in life, full circle, is once you get it, how do you maintain it? Mm-hmm. That's all I got to say.
Okay. I almost forgot my train of thought.
She got you? Did she get you?
Nah, she didn't get me.
I'll say mark it, buddy. Stamp it.
Nah. But no, I was just saying, like, you got to look at where these artists are now. Like, right now, most of the artists that are coming out are not original, like, for real, man. Just everybody from Lil Baby. I mean, and I not even just say from Lil Baby. From the whole Lil name, Lil this, Lil that, young this, young that.
That's just part of our culture, though. That is, we can't.
It didn't start that way.
No.
Yeah. That's the thing.
It's not. It didn't start that way.
Yeah, because it used to be like very, very frowned upon. Like, yo, you gotta sound like you, and if you sound like him, you lame.
You couldn't come out and be little this, and somebody else was named little that. You had to be. You had to come up. You had to create something.
We need to bring that back.
They're lacking business. They're lacking structure. They're lacking originality. They're lacking artist development.
Facts.
At the end of the day, again, when people get too greedy, you take away the feeling. Take away, and that's what music is. And at the end of the day, once artists know, like, dang, I'm in bed with this, you're not pushing them to do the best. Like, I feel like if Drake, Nicki, you know how they was in their prime, they had to push it. The roster was crazy. Mm-hmm. Young Money, Cash Money, their roster is crazy. So you had to come hard. In this day and age, everybody independent, so nobody feel like they got to compete with nobody. If we all on the same, I think that there's a good thing of healthy competition. I just think that they need to change the business model to make people actually care again, because we have too many people that don't care, and then when we get mad that we're not getting the results we want.
All right, well, let's get into these results. I want to hear some good music. So we're going to get into some music, and we're going to be right back. This is the We Outside Show. Yes, sir. We back. It's your boy DJ Filthy Rich.
Yeah, it's your boy DJ Big X.
And I am Shali.
And we are still outside. This is the We Outside Show. So we were talking about record sales. We're just talking about the inner workers of the music business, and just honestly, it's just hard to be an artist. We don't know what it takes to win these days. Sometimes it's luck. Sometimes it's punching people at the Tamar Braxton concert. We don't know what it takes. You know what I mean? But I saw
that attention.
Right, it's attention. It's attention. But I did see interview with somebody the other day, and they were saying, it was a record executive, and he was saying that artist development doesn't matter because the records are moving so fast that they don't have time for artist development.
They don't.
So that is the reason why we're getting what we're getting. That's why the reason why these artists are not prepared for these records that are getting put out. The records are bigger than the artists.
Well, you got to think about when a record come out. A lot of these records ain't even, especially independent records, they're not even coming through a major label. Well, a lot of times if they got to the major label, by the time the major label signed them, they had a little time to counter develop them. Now a lot of these records are going straight from in the studio straight to online. You know what I'm saying? And then if they get a buzz, then that record just takes off. So that a lot of the artists, I know a few artists that signed to major labels, they probably hadn't performed on the stage but 1 or 2 times, if that.
But see, that's crazy, right? And because, we're big on artist development. I'm always like, man, listen, they not ready. He can't even hold the mic. He ain't got no breath control. You don't know how to do an interview. You don't even know how to talk to people. But if they're chasing the record, how do you stop that? How do you fix that? Is this just the game now?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes
on the job training?
On the job training, but a lot of times the records are bigger than the artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the records will go so fast, record labels are trying to catch up to what's going on, because once that record go, at that point is a train. You know what I'm saying? It's a moving vehicle at that point. So at that point, all you trying to do is grab this, grab that, and trying to keep that thing going, keep it going the whole time. The whole time it's going, all you doing is feeding the system, feeding it. You hoping that artist at that point is grabbing and absorbing what is going on around them, and be trying to become a better artist, so that the next record. See, the key to it is the next record.
Right. Sometimes there's never no next record.
Yeah, you gotta strike it while
and that's why when this train is moving and you adding all these things on this train and it's moving fast, you got to be preparing yourself mentally as an artist, and as your business is moving, as the label. What's next? What are we doing next? What's coming next? A lot of times those records be moving so fast and the success be so big, you don't get a chance to see the second record. By the time you turn around and think about the second record, the steam that went out of that train. You get what I'm saying?
But I have a question.
We was waiting for you to ask the question.
Because I don't understand how they don't have a follow-up record when a label can pay for a writer, can pay for this just to get that's what I'm trying to figure out.
That's a major label. But an indie label, you don't have a...
But you can find writers. It's like you know what I'm saying? There's writers you can find. There's writing camps.
But that's if you're an R&B artist. If you're a rapper, the whole thing about rapping is I don't want a ghostwriter.
Right. I want to write my own.
I want to write my own thing. But I'm with you on that. Yeah. I'm a firm believer in if you're an artist, a ghostwriter or a writer is a plus, because if you want to stay on top, you got to do whatever it takes to stay on top.
Yeah.
And if one thing I do love about a certain label that I do know that does that is they'll put you in the studio with a great writer or a great producer and produce a hit record and give you a hit record so that success will continue. Mm-hmm. They don't put you in there hoping and thinking that you can make one. They're going to put you around the people
who can make it happen.
That's why, and I think that's kind of like how they kind of start coming up with those writer camps, those producer camps, those kind of things, because you got a lot of artists that did get a lot of one-time success that are great artists, are great influencers, and they want to keep that energy out there as far as them being artists. So they do go and find producers and writers and different things. Mm-hmm. So I'm for that totally. You know what I'm saying? But as a rapper, no.
But why not? I mean, Cardi B's whole album, somebody wrote it, and it was a great album.
She was on a major though. See, they don't have the budgets. These independent.
and then for a long time, a lot of the major artists were taking a lot of those independent records and redoing them. You know what I'm saying? And just putting their own little twist on them. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely do that.
Yeah.
They'll hear something that's a hit and take it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a smart idea though, because it's like if you can't afford to do it on your own, why wouldn't you want to ride the wave of something that's already paid for you? Like they already paid for the marketing for, certain songs. They already paid for this. They already did basically a lot of the structuring. Why don't you just go in, get on? That's why I think it's a good idea when artists do, what they say, covers, or whether you're a rapper or you're a singer, get on that song, because at the end of the day, that's going to help with your marketing, because when people go look up that song, yours could possibly pop up.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do to stay. Yeah. But that's nothing new. Like that's the mixtape game. Like that's my era. Like that's how 50 Cent got popular. You know what I'm saying? Like rapping on everybody other beats just to do what you gotta do to get on.
Yeah.
But as far as like those follow-up records, I think those are tough too, because I honestly believe a lot of the times, man, these artists just be lucky the first time. And luck don't strike twice. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes the talent, it's not talent. It's luck a lot of these times.
One thing I tell a lot of new artists, man, and I stand on this, when you get in that door, you better take advantage of everything that you possibly can do. Like, don't turn down nothing, because one thing I do know, you may not get a chance to do that shit again.
You probably won't.
You get what I'm saying? Like, those type of opportunities will only come once in a lifetime, and you have to take advantage of it. And that's what's going to make you a great artist. Like, when you look at a lot of those artists that became household names, they didn't turn down a lot of those little shows and the little things. They did all the things that it took to get to the point to where you become a household name. And now a lot of these artists now feel like they already have arrived. They don't have to do those
And that's
things.
what I feel like arrogance comes into play, because it's just like you feel like you that, but people don't feel like that about you. I feel like it's more important of what people say about you versus what you say about yourself. Because at the end of the day, you can say you this, and that, but if I don't feel that way, I'm the one who's giving you the money. You get what I'm saying? You need me to be on your side. And that's where I feel like a lot of times, like, it's just so much, like, I'll go places and I'll see women and they already acting like they that. And it's just like, but nobody cares about you. Like, nobody is giving you $1. I know you doing something. Like, this ain't, the music ain't paying the bill.
It ain't that.
It ain't that.
So you did say something that, you said it's more important what people say about you than what you say about yourself, right?
Right.
That's really a good transition, because you just made me think of everything that Lauryn Hill is doing right now, right? Mm-hmm. Lauryn Hill doesn't care. I feel like Kanye. Lauryn Hill doesn't care about her fans. Like, she's going on stage saying, y'all lucky y'all even came. These people done spent their money to come see her.
A lot of money, too.
A lot of bread. I seen a meme. I saw a meme. I posted it the other day. It's a picture of Lauryn Hill. It says, hey, you going to the Lauryn Hill concert? And she like, nah, you? That's how bad it is. Then I saw some footage of her with her band. Did you see that? Where she was trying to, like, get the band to do it right, because she wasn't even, like, they ain't even rehearsed. It was terrible.
Does she got money, though? Like, she still got a lot of money?
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like if you get to the point where you got fuck you money, then yeah. But if you are not there yet, or
I always thought artists tour because you need the money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because why would you be doing it unless, you know what I'm saying? Again, I go back to that arrogance, because then that's why people ain't going. They'll pay all this money to see Beyonce and Drake, and then you'll see little baby shows get canceled. Because everybody's not paying $300-400 to see every single artist.
Yeah.
But let me ask both of you this: is Lauryn Hill's star bigger than Beyonce's?
No. Are you fucking crazy?
I'm just asking that because
but then again, that's why I do.
And I asked that.
But you know what? That's the thing is, if you work so hard and you outwork people, even the baddest bitches. How'd I say it? The people who be thinking they're that usually have nothing to show for it. Every single time. The women that I meet that are sweet and nice not just saying that they pretty on the inside, but on the outside, they be fine too. But when it just be I don't know. It just is so weird how that adds up. The people who actually got it are more, they act more human to people versus the people who don't. But not saying Lauryn don't got it, because she does. But I just don't understand why that. The miseducation of Lauryn Hill
Lauryn's
is
a legend.
classic.
She's a legend. She's a legend.
But she's a legend because that was a great album. But
exactly.
Come
But
to find out,
she
didn't produce that album.
And it's only one. And I think that was part of what she's saying. She's like, I've been performing the same album for 20, 30 years. I'm sick of this shit.
She's over it.
She's over it. I get it. But you have a chance to come out here and get some bread.
You know, but
come
you
get
know
your
how
bread.
hard it is to be an artist and perform the same album for 30 years.
Yeah, she probably hates it.
And sell out.
I'm going to tell you who else does that. Music Soul Child. If you go to one of his concerts, you ever been to a Music Soul Child concert? He refuses to sing your favorite songs the way that you know them. Like, he'll do it a whole different way because he said he's sick of doing these songs.
So can you imagine how long Prince did Purple Rain?
But he didn't change it.
But he had to be sick of that.
Of course
song.
he is. But guess what? Niggas paid $200 to hear this song the way that you put it on the goddamn album. I don't care if you're sick of it or not, bro. This is my first time.
But see, the crazy thing, I used to always hear this story that Biggie used to hate Juicy. He hated Juicy.
Yeah, he didn't want to make it.
Like he didn't want to make it. Then once it became a hit, he definitely didn't want to perform it.
Yeah.
Oh, but did y'all hear when they Mace and Cameron, they was talking about Joel Santana being could have been as big as Jay-Z?
Yeah, but he didn't. He was lazy. That's what they said. He had to force him to make songs. I seen that.
But I guess
he did have
a
nice.
the best
Jules,
records. But,
Jules was at a point.
But they said the forced records be the ones that go because it's not because you wanted to do it.
Exactly. You got to know if you do it.
Exactly.
That was the same thing I seen about DMX. Was that DMX? Yeah,
they
DMX.
Said DMX.
They had the Party Up. The Party Up record.
Yeah.
Yep.
Swiss B said he had to force him to do that record.
Yep.
And that record is like one of his best records ever.
And I hate that song. And I love DMX.
Yo, but this is just since he brought Cameron up, I gotta ask you this.
Yo, hilarious.
Did you see my man had my boy's wife
massage him?
Oh my God, man.
Yo, get your boy, man. Yo, Mace is hilarious. So what's the name? Joe Smith. That's his name.
Joe Smith.
Joe
you
Smith.
remember when he played? He was nice too.
And the way that they marketed and put the wife.
Nah, don't say
too.
that. Yo, Joe, cool dude, man. You know you can't say he's a sucker. That's his wife is doing that. That ain't him.
No, I'm gonna tell you why he's a sucker.
Why?
Because he married a porn star. He was a sucker, nigga. Who does that?
I mean,
but that's what he like.
Nah, you don't marry a porn star. What are you talking about?
Drake had a baby by a porn star.
Like.
And he didn't even want to claim her. We wouldn't even known if Pusha T ain't tell us.
Bow Wow said
and he didn't marry her.
Bow Wow said that he was okay with like that because he's like he'd rather get the woman he wants.
So
hey man,
even if she is
if
she is a porn star, I mean, what's wrong with her being a porn star? Give me a reason why he's a sucker for that.
Kanye West was with Kim Kardashian.
Hold on, man. You want me to explain to you
I want to hear
why it's not a good idea to marry a porn star?
Right. I want to hear your reasoning.
Because at any given time, anybody in the world can just turn on their goddamn phone or YouTube and see your wife sucking and fucking at any given time, getting trains ran on her, cream pies, niggas nothing in the eye. This is your wife, though. Which means this is going to be the mother of your children. Which means this is the person that's going to raise your daughter and son. So now this is why it's probably not a good idea to marry a porn star. What are we talking about?
Okay, great point.
Yeah, no shit.
Great point.
What do you mean?
But you didn't feel that way about Kim K.
Kim K wasn't a porn star.
She did a sex tape with Ray J.
She got a sex tape.
Everybody did a sex tape. It just got out.
That's considered pornography.
Yeah.
Okay, but I wouldn't marry her neither. I thought Kanye was a sucker for marrying Kim Kardashian. It's the same shit. The same rules apply.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Listen, this is my definition.
Even if it made him a
I'm not marrying nobody that if any given time, anybody, my dad, my son, my brothers, my cousins, can just go on the internet and see my wife sucking and fucking, then she's not the
So let me ask you this. How did you feel about his wife massaging Cameron?
I thought it was hilarious. Because he's a sucker, and that's what she does.
All I could think about was the scene in Belly.
Keisha. Hey, look, you know Cam knocked that down later.
That's why I kept saying. That's all I could think about was Belly.
That's what I'm saying. Who wants a wife that's gonna go give back rubs to niggas on TV?
So all I could think was,
of course she would
like,
do that.
Like you an NBA player, and I know,
have a life too.
Yeah, she's a porn star. That's the life that she chose.
But I just kept thinking about Joe because I'm like, yo, man, you was a okay basketball player.
No, he was nice.
You was known. People knew you. Like you wasn't like a blow in the wind. You know what I mean? Like people knew who you are.
This is legacy.
So I wonder how you go back to your boys, the Scottie Pippins, the Chris Webbers.
Scottie can't say shit neither.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to be a fly on the wall. When he's around them,
that's
like,
tough,
and just know what that conversation is like.
That's tough. But he know better. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but they've been married for years though, bro. They didn't just get.
What does that mean? She was a porn star when he married her.
They have been married for years, and she haven't had any. Hold on, they have been married for years.
Okay.
And she hasn't had any of that type of activity.
Yes, she has. She's had an OnlyFans, and he just found out about it.
But see,
so she been doing it. This is who she is.
But she hadn't done that for years. They've been together.
How you know?
I'm just saying, OnlyFans only been around what?
She had something years? Before that. She had the goddamn pick up the phone 1-800. Listen. However it was going down, she was finding a way. Nigga. She probably was at the wax.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, and they say my man Joe is broke, man. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how you spend that type of money.
Living,
no, he had a wife before that. Oh. And you know how y'all do when y'all divorce a nigga. You take all the money.
And like even with
y'all,
that, like,
y'all take all the money.
Even when I hear
leave.
about my man, like when I think about him, I think about Antoine Walker.
Y'all,
the guy that was with the other girl from the basketball wife, the light skinned girl. Evelyn. Mm-hmm. The guy Antoine Walker had 100 and some million.
He don't have that money no more?
No.
She took it?
I don't know. You know
he don't, wait, they were married?
No.
So they weren't, so she couldn't take it if they weren't married. They got a kid?
I heard he was kind of generous.
Oh, man.
So I don't know if he was just giving it away.
That's the one Ocho Cinco headbutted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, just check.
But to spend 100 and something, I'm just.
How do you spend $100 million?
I'm trying to hold on to the little bit I got.
Man, what?
But a lot of these people go broke. I seen a clip today with Nick Cannon was talking about, I guess Will Smith gave him $200K.
Oh, yeah.
He gave him $200K, and then he bought a Range Rover, but Will had told him, don't do that because that's a bad business decision. He went broke, and then he had to get his money back. Like, he was rich, went broke, and then Will had to get
I'm just trying to figure out how you make that kind of money and go broke.
Yeah, $100 million is a lot of money.
Just like all the lottery winners.
But you always hear that, like, about basketball players and football players, like they get that type of money and go broke.
They take care of their family, that's why.
But my guy, I mean,
like,
how many family members you got, right?
I'm like, I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to get you what you want, a condo?
Right.
I'm going to get that for you. Then I'm done with you.
That ain't even a dent in the bag, for real.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know. The only thing I can think of is drugs.
That was just about to say that. Maybe they got to have it.
How much weed can you smoke? I mean, I'm pretty sure they weren't doing cocaine.
Right. You're right. Yeah, I don't know, bro.
I can't see NBA players doing that time. Cocaine wasn't big. Now in the 80s, they was doing cocaine.
Hey, hit us up in the comment section and let us know, how can somebody blow $100 million? How could you blow $100 million?
We should get a NBA player, NFL player, and really do a segment about how could you spend $100 million? Because even when you think about Vic got a big paycheck like that. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how much of that $100 million do we have?
But he went to jail though. He went to jail, so you think they probably? You think he kept his money?
I'm trying. I will wonder, like, because I think he had to get some of that money back to the Falcons.
I think he had to give some of that money back, and I think they tore his ass up with like fines and then PETA and all that shit.
Yeah.
That's a way to lose money, like, but not just spending. Like, you're right. Like, how do you spend
$100 million?
Yeah, so let us.
That's
know
a lot of
comments.
money.
How much does a jet cost?
You remember that movie they had? With Richard Pryor called Brewster's
Millions,
and he had to spend how much money?
I think it was $1 million.
It was $1 million, $8 million in a day, $2 million,
and he was having trouble doing it.
$3 million, $30 million.
Was it $30 million?
It was $30 million. Well, how many? He had to spend it all in one day,
and he was having trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you spend $100 million over a period of time?
I don't know. I want to
just
try.
Imagine how them checks come, man. Them checks be coming like every week, 200,000-300,000.
I can't wait to figure that, because I'm broke, baby.
Can you imagine? Listen, bro, I always be thinking about that. Like when I be going to the NFL games, right? I be sitting going like on whatever day they get paid, they're gonna get a check for $500,000, and some of them guys are gonna get a check for $1 million for the week.
And Shali gonna be right in their DM.
No, I'm not. I don't message people.
Oh, you don't DM?
No.
You don't go down in DM?
I don't. I just feel like I'm more of a person. I gotta meet the person in person. I don't know. You gotta be careful.
So if an athlete got at you in your DM,
yeah, I don't.
You don't respond?
Nah. I don't think they would. I'm not saying this in a bad way, but I feel like how many women are they actually gonna take seriously from the DMs. I don't know. It's just I don't.
Trolling.
I'm being realistic. I'm being realistic.
Put the camera on. Look.
Every time I say the truth, I'm trolling, but when I'm actually trolling, he miss it.
Yeah, we don't be knowing no more.
Yeah.
I know, but he don't.
Yeah.
But we gonna get to a break, man. We gonna play some more music. We gonna come right back. We still outside. The We Outside show. Yo, it's your boy DJ Filthy Rich.
Yeah, it's your boy DJ Big X.
And I am Shelly.
And we are still outside. This is the We Outside show. So I want to talk about Terrance Howard. Mang. So Terrance Howard was on an interview and he was saying, for those who don't know, Terrance Howard was he played DJ in Hustle and Flow. It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp. And in that movie, he played a rapper named DJ. And he went on an interview and said that he only got paid $12,000 to be in that movie. And all of the streaming, which that song was a hit. They actually won a Grammy for that, too. 3 6 Mafia won a Grammy for that. He's never gotten any money from that song because Paramount owns the name DJ. So it's not even under Terrance Howard. It's under the character in the movie. And he only made $12,000 from the movie. He doesn't get any residual income from that.
He sung the right
record.
song, man. It's hard out here for a pimp. He sung the right song.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
They did him.
They
hold
pimped
him. Oh,
he got pimped.
Who's in charge?
They pimped.
You in charge. So.
No, I was about to say
Yeah.
that was about to be crazy.
Ooh, say it.
Let's pass it.
So I don't ever understand, and you and I had this conversation all the time. How do people be getting these deals when there's a lawyer in the room? These bad deals.
I don't even
Because
know.
I think
No, go ahead.
Because I think they all work together. I think the lawyers work together, the labels work together, and you got to think about it like this: if you signing a bad deal and the lawyer and you's going to him to be advised to go, "Hey man, is this a good deal?" Yeah. And he go, "Yeah, sign that shit. It's a great deal. Sign that shit." Because you sign it, then 5 years later when it's time to collect on the money, you find out, damn, well, I didn't know this was in the contract. I didn't know that was in the contract. Oh, that was in the contract too? But this guy was supposed to be your advisor.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me they not working together. You see what I'm saying?
But it's the same, I feel like, for music, all that. You take the low-end money, hoping you hit big at some point, and it's just how it go for just across the board.
Now, when that movie came out, though, I feel like Terrance Howard was already popping.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't no new actor when that came out.
Yeah, he was.
Was he?
Yeah.
Terrance Howard? I'm trying to think.
When Hard for a Pimp came out, he was new. He had only did like a Dirty President. I mean, Dead Presidents.
I was about to say, what the hell is Dirty President?
Well,
we were talking about porn off air, guys.
But you want to know what I think is crazy? I think just black people in this business, you're getting a small percentage, just like rappers. If you are a pop star, you're going to get a big budget. If you're a rapper, 100 niggas want to do what you do. There's more than that. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the pie is smaller. So at the end of the day, I feel like if we changed how we valued each other and how we do certain things, we could get more money out the pot.
But he was. I mean, but to get 12,000, shit, he got more than Chris Tucker.
But that's what I'm saying. This is still very
5.
bad. This is not good because these are well-known people, well-known, like almost household names.
You got to start somewhere.
You do have to start somewhere, but I feel like you said, he had been in the game in a while. He definitely was worth more than that.
I think he only did Dead Presidents at that point, and I think like that was like his first breakout. I think that was his first breakout movie.
I got to look it up.
Because remember, like right after that, that's when he really started getting booked for everything. Like you couldn't get away from Terrance Howard after Hustle.
I know Empire was just through the roof. He probably made a lot from that.
Well, that was a TV network, so I'm pretty sure he got paid every week. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that check was nice. What did it say, Filthy?
Yeah, you're right, bro. It was Dead Presidents and something called Mr. Holland's Opus.
Oh yeah, he definitely wasn't getting no play.
Nope, just little TV shows or whatever. So, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't getting no run.
That was it. So, take the 12K. Like, shit, the nigga ended up in Iron Man.
But, hey, once you get to a certain level, I think you can always double back. Right?
Not after getting 12,000.
Yeah, what you
like he's talking about going back to get his, residuals back, right?
Oh,
But I'm saying after he got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he got to fight for that. That ain't like they ain't about to be like,
I know. I'm not saying
we're gonna just give you this. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm definitely not fight for that. But yeah, it's a dog eat dog business. You gonna always have to fight for it.
I know he want that bag though. Think about it. That's a good. That song been out for a long time.
It won a Grammy too.
Yeah, it won a Grammy. So it ain't like nobody was
and
playing
the streaming money probably just crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Even the sync license. Yeah. Like think about it. Every time that movie come on, he's supposed to be getting a check.
Oh yeah.
But he ain't DJ. He's Terrance Howard.
Yeah. Because they own DJ.
They
That's
own
the
DJ.
whole thing about that. They own the character.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's a lot of money.
I wonder why he just now bringing it up.
Because he probably know how much money is in the bag.
When they got the Grammy, I would have been a red flag for me. Like, hey, we won a Grammy.
Not like how that bag probably look now.
But I think what made him bring it up was the writer's strike, where everybody in Hollywood was basically on strike. So he basically added to it, like, okay, more, because I know a lot more actors started speaking out about how they weren't getting paid a certain amount of money. So I think, I can't remember the one, who was the girl who was on, they called her Gina, but what was her friend's name? Pam. Yeah.
Tashina Arnold.
Yeah, her. She had talked about how she didn't make a lot of money. Like, a lot of people are doing bad because they not getting paid to, make it off for just acting.
Yeah.
And I wonder, like, even with her being on Martin, I wonder, is her syndicated money, is it as much as, like, Friends?
No, it's definitely not like Friends, because Friends was white. They was getting $1 million an episode, bro. That was unprecedented. You know that, right?
Yeah, but you got to think, Martin at one point was like the biggest show in the black household.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
So even if it wasn't Friends money, at least half of it.
Oh, it's good money though. It's good bread, and she's in every episode.
You're right.
But you seen them? Syndication is different. So I would assume that's bigger because I was looking at like Amanda Seals and people was putting up their checks from their TV shows, they publishing check. It was like literally like $2.45. Like it was disrespectful amounts of money. Like I'm not exaggerating when I say $2.45. Look it up. It was like $3. This check is $3. This check is $4.
Even when you think about Webster, who came on, who done this show,
yeah, you
got to think he probably gets. Is he in syndication? I haven't seen Webster in syndication, but I'm pretty sure at one point
it had to be.
He had to be in syndication.
Nick at Night or something.
So I'm pretty sure he's still getting money from that show.
Yeah.
Even if he ain't being showed in America, I'm pretty sure it's being showed on some type of platform.
Well, he said he was big in Japan.
He said he was huge in Japan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of money out here, like especially when you start talking about publishing and sync rights and that kind of thing, being in different platforms, it's a lot of money. So I would definitely, if I was Terrance, I would be looking for my money too.
Hell yeah. I'm not saying don't look for the money. I'm saying what took you so long, Terrance.
Shit.
Once the Grammy came, I'm like, hey, man, we don't get nothing for this.
But you got to think, they probably hadn't busted probably just right over $1 million when they did that. Now just think, you're talking about 10 years later.
Yeah, and white
you're talking about a 10-year later check.
That's a big bag.
Yeah, man, come on. Why wouldn't you start talking about that check now?
I'm saying I wouldn't have waited 10 years. Is what I'm saying. I ain't no dummy. We won a Grammy. There's no red flag in your head.
No, you stuck on the Grammy. I'm stuck on the check.
So am I. That's what I'm saying. If this song was good enough to win,
that's a little check when they won the Grammy.
Not the check for the Grammy. I'm saying if this song is popular enough for these white folks to say it wins a Grammy, I should probably be looking into where the money is going for this song. People's playing this. Shouldn't I be getting a publishing check for this?
But I'm pretty sure he knew when he signed that $12,000, he wouldn't get nothing.
Oh man, $12,000 is crazy.
See, a lot of times, even when artists do those work for hires, they don't even know that. It don't matter how big that record get. Even though the work for hire mean you worked on that record.
Yeah, they paid you.
Ain't nothing else coming out after that.
Yeah, no ownership.
No, you own nothing. So I know a few people that had hit records that around here right now hating they signed that work for hire contract.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Records went huge. Sitting around here with $1,500. Records did millions.
Ooh, it's a dirty game. Every segment it comes back to it.
You never know what's gonna hit. You never know what's gonna hit. But at the same time, people should go back and do right by the people that helped them get on. But at the same time, we not
back and give what?
Like after you don't feel like that.
What to give back?
Yeah.
So you think so if I gave you $1,500, you gave me a song that when it sold millions, I'm supposed to come back and give you something?
Yeah.
Why would I?
So you didn't think because you might be able to do that again.
No, you know why? You didn't think nothing of the song.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, that ain't happening.
You didn't think nothing of the song. You gave it to me for $1,500.
Listen.
They probably
See,
just need
that's all I'm
they rent
saying.
paid that
If
month.
you only thought of it to take $1,500 and then say, well, let me make sure I secure me something from this record just in case if it blows up.
Better get something in that back end. That's what I'm saying. Tie yourself into something.
All you could think was front end, $1,500. And we get 15 or 15,000, 20,000, and you do that, and then and this record end up blowing up. All you sitting there with the shit face because now you only got $20,000.
Not the shit face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's ugly out here, babe.
Oh yeah, man.
Damn, Terrance. Well, that's all right though. He was an Iron Man. He was
he
Empire.
done got a check.
Yeah, he's straight.
He done
man.
got a check.
We don't really feel sorry for you, bro. But you know,
And the other
Lesson
part
learned.
about Terrance is, man, he's real intelligent though. If you didn't know that about him, he's a very intelligent brother.
Is
you
he?
gotta see, you gotta see the clip where he asks you what is 1 times 1.
Yeah.
he what?
What is 1 times 1? It can't equal 1 because you're supposed to multiply. It's multiplication.
Right.
So it can't be 1.
It's one time.
How can 1 be 1 time? It's 1.
It's 1.
These are high conversations.
It's one time. 1 times 1.
It's 1. It can't be 1 because it's not multiplication. It's supposed to multiply. 1 could never be 1 if it's supposed to multiply. It's got to be 2 or 3.
1 times 1.
Has to be 3.
No, it's one time.
All right.
1 times 1 is one time. I sound like a Chinese nigga.
Yeah, but 1 is only
one time is one
Yeah,
one
but
time.
1 can only be
1 times 1 time.
But 1 can only be 1 though.
5 minute, 2 minute.
But it can't be 1 if it's supposed to be if it was
Logically,
supposed
that
to
does sound like it makes sense, right?
Yeah, if it's supposed to multiply, it's got to multiply, right?
1 times 1 is one time. It's saying the 1 is 1 time. 1 times 1, like 2 times 1 is what?
And I'm high,
2.
and you not.
Yeah, I'm making perfect sense.
He's more.
1 times 1 is one time.
Word.
1 times 1 is one time.
But this is.
Let me. I'm high, so I want to hear your thought.
I just think that
We just
English is just a broken language that they be making up stuff. We gotta stop thinking so much. They probably ran out of what.
Is that's that deep, that's that good high deep thought.
Yeah,
Right.
that was.
This I know she catch your contact because she said the English language. This is math. We talking about math.
No, but the word multiplication.
Multiplication.
Because that's the word he was stuck on because I seen the clip.
Okay.
Yeah.
I watched the clip. I know it sounds like I don't be knowing what I'm talking about, but I be knowing, and I've went off of a detail in what I knew.
Because if it's multiplication, it's got to multiply.
Yeah.
Multiply. It does.
All right.
All right then.
With that being said, we out. Let's multiply it to the next goddamn week. We'll see y'all next time, man. The We Outside Show. Make sure you like, share, subscribe on all platforms at The We Outside Show. We go.
All right.